Good morning, collective. Oh God, I just felt like that opening scene from Good Morning Vietnam with Robin Williams. All right, so there is a important message for a collective of people who are extremely tapped in today. And I say that because we've got Skyfather and Oracle. So this is a group of people who um, identify as oracles, shamans, channelers, mystics, healers. You, like, the very first message that I got is you are divinely protected and you should trust that protection. And that protection comes directly from Source. You may identify with Norse or Vikings, as I'm seeing here in this card. Odin with the lightning bolts and the eagle. The All Father, I'm hearing. So you could identify with that as well. Take all of this information today, how it resonates. Energy is fluid. You know, time is not linear, time is cyclical. So if this reading finds you today and you feel like it doesn't resonate, check back with it again in 6 months. Maybe it will. Okay. And today's message is all about patience and trusting in the divine. So with the Arrow and Skyfather, these cards came out first, and I set the intention this morning of I'm going to shuffle this deck. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. I set the intention of shuffling this deck, and whatever cards came out multiple times, I would do a reading on that. And Arrow and Skyfather did come out twice, so I left them out. And I saw Oracle at one point when I split the deck. I shuffled multiple times, and when I flipped the deck over after Arrow and Skyfather came out again, Oracle was at the bottom of the deck. So Source is lovingly leading you forward. Call on it for protection as well as your angels and ancestors. So we have this card Arrow here, and it says surround yourself with protective energy. So now is a time to release any negative people or influences that are in your life. Let them go for a while, because you need to be surrounding yourself with positivity and high vibrations. Also, call on Archangel Michael, call on Uriel, Raphael, call on them for protection. You know, with the Oracle card, I'm definitely sensing a very powerful collective of people. A very powerful collective of people who you've done a lot of work, and you are so tapped into the collective energy field that this card decided to make its presence known 2 or 3 times. Um, this card says wait for important information. So this is where the patience part of it comes in, and having faith. You need to be gathering facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. Balancing trust with the need for action. That's the theme of what's going on right now. The need to balance trust with the need for action. Understanding that divine timing is at play here. You need to finish up any lingering loose ends, clear out remaining energies from the past, align fully with what is about to unfold. So I want to know a couple of things. I have questions because I was very confused by these cards. Like, I knew some things, but I was very confused by these cards when they first came out. So okay, so how can collective align with divine timing and recognize when to act? Actually, how can collective align with divine timing and recognize how to act, or when to act? One more. Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands, Six of Cups, the Tower, the Chariot. Okay, so you may have seen me flip that card. It came out reversed from the bottom of the deck. I don't read reversals for the public because the reversals are basically, it's the same information. You can read it the same way. All right, so how can collective align with divine timing and recognize when to act? The Eight of Pentacles talks about hard work and dedication. King of Wands, passion, integrity. Leader of the pack, I'm hearing. Protector of the divine torch. Six of Cups. You know, this one here, this talks about timing as well as the Chariot. This is like something from your past, some kind of memory, person, thing from your past. And then the underlying energy, the Tower and the Chariot. Keep doing the thing. Continue to do the hard work, the manifesting. With the Eight of Pentacles here, like your rituals, your morning rituals, your evening rituals, sacred rites, whatever it is that you're doing, the King of Wands, like this is working within the energy of the past. Somebody is time traveling, I'm hearing. Someone in the collective is working very diligently on going back to places where they may have been hurt, or their soul fragmented. Somebody is working really hard on reclaiming those past parts of themselves in order to regain wholeness, which Congratulations and good for you. I've been doing the same thing. It's tough when you have to go, back to these places where horrible traumas happened, but at the same time, like, wonderful things happened as well, and having to relive those memories so that you can figure out where your healing has to take place. Oh, with the Chariot and the Tower, I feel like you've been doing all of this work, and it's put you in a very powerful position. Has definitely made you stronger. I mean, it's made you the King of Wands. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Passion, action, playfulness. It has really sparked something within you. All of this work. You've been digging into the shadow and doing all kinds of shadow work, and you're fucking doing it, and it's amazing, and I'm proud of you. I'm also seeing a lot of red here, so someone has been working on their root chakra, maybe trying to connect the root to the heart so that there's more of a balance within the crown chakra as well, because there's a lot of purple in here as well. The Tower. So this is, how are we going to recognize when to act? You've been doing all this hard work, and then comes this energy of sudden chaos and energy upheaval. That's this is the patience and recognizing divine timing, and this is you moving forward. So this transition, I'm feeling like there's something about this King of Wands. Like, you are a King of Wands, but I'm feeling like someone's involved in this transition that's getting ready to occur. And with that person is going to be a Tower moment. And that Tower moment is going to give you the push that you need to move ahead. So I'm seeing someone. Okay. Moving on. So what guidance is coming in to help the collective navigate this transition? What is this transition? I feel like we have to look at the who. Like, what is this Tower moment? Who is this person? What is the Tower and who is this person? Okay, let's just pull from here. What is the Tower? farmer, cultivation, harvest, land. Let's put that to the side. What is the Tower? And who is this person? Bartender, master of libations, small talker, alleviator. And farmer. And gambler. Okay, so this person is somebody who I'm feeling Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so like if you're in the King of Wands and they're in the Knight of Wands, like this person is a huge risk taker. They may struggle with addiction to spending, to drugs, to alcohol, addiction to sex, to people. I'm also, with these three cards together, I'm getting a person who is like, how do I say it? A disagreeable extrovert. Loud and flamboyant. These types of extroverts have a tendency to become narcissistic, and a narcissistic addict is like the worst thing ever. And I say narcissistic because here we have the farmer. Like, this is somebody who plants seeds, so this could be you're doing all this work to heal from all of your trauma in the past, and you're having to go back and revisit some things in order to work on it. And you've got this person in the background who has planted seeds of doubt within you, made you feel like you were less than. And you still have that person while you're doing all this work. So, okay, so here we go. So the divine timing here, like, how are you going to recognize when to act? Something is going to suddenly take place. This tower is going to suddenly fall and crumble. And that's going to give you the motivation to move forward, to take that action. That is how you're going to recognize the time to act. So how can collective lean more into patience and trust right now? How can collective lean into patience and trust right now? What areas of collective's life, what circumstances are going on that they need to be more patient with? Well, I think that's kind of dictated here, you know, in regards to this person in the tower. What... Six of Wands. You'll be victorious. All right. You'll be... Well, I mean, what... I mean, that's great. Okay. What's the circumstance going on with this person that collective needs to know about and be more patient with? I'm hearing fuck that guy. What's the circumstances? circumstances. The Sun. The Hierophant. The Ten of Swords. Three of Cups. Nine of Wands. All right, the circumstances that we have here is today is a 10-day. And we have the Ten of Swords out here on the table. The circumstances are this. There is a cycle that is closing and a new one that is beginning. And this is the transition. It's happening very, very soon. Today was the day to talk about it. So it is time to finish up any lingering loose ends. And this person in your energy not only is from the past, but they need to be cleared out. Spirit's telling me that you have found joy and clarity in this spiritual journey that you've embarked on. You know, you have been trusting divine wisdom, you know, and that's how you were able to get out of that energy of burdens, baggage, and bullshit. You know, you got out of it, but yet you're still carrying the weight of some idiot. You know, Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. So it's kind of time, you know, for you to get out of there and celebrate. What's the next card on top? Yeah, Ten of Cups. And the Four of Spheres. And I'm hearing more of that, like, don't cast your pearls to swine. So it's time to celebrate, man. I mean, like, you are kind of casting your pearls of vision, pearls of wisdom to swine while you're still allowing this person to invade your energy. I mean, I'm seeing a couple standing in the kitchen, and the wife has this look of disdain on her face, like she would much rather be watching her dogs get into the trash can than deal with this man. And again, energy's fluid. Take it how it resonates. That's just how I'm seeing it, okay? So the celebration is going to be in the moving away. Ten of Cups. You know, you need to hold on to that. Four of Earth. That's the, you know, holding on tightly. I mean, you got to loosen your grip a little bit. So I'm hearing that every new beginning starts as another beginning's end. And also sometimes new beginnings look like starting with nothing. So I don't see the Fool out here, but I kind of feel that energy coming. You know, in that Fool energy, that's like trusting in the unknown. Trusting in the unknown with childlike wonder. You know, not expecting anything because you don't have all of the information about it. So how can you expect anything? All right, so I'm going to pull from the Intuitive Whispers Oracle to ask this question. What's the transition? I want to know what is the transition that the collective is getting ready to go through. I feel a sense of a physical transition, you know, moving from one energy that is kind of shitty, but you're working through the mud and you're doing a fantastic job. Congratulations. This is great energy today. So I feel one transition there. I need guidance and what the transition is that collective is going through. What is it? What's this chariot leading to? Thank you. Our chariot is leading to vulnerability is power. Vulnerability is power. Interesting. It may not feel like it at first, but the more vulnerable you become, the more powerful you will feel. Befriending your emotions and your behavioral patterns puts you in the driver's seat of your life rather than just feeling like a passenger. So there's something here about our authenticity through our emotions. Harnessing our emotions and being comfortable enough with them that we can be authentic with other people. This can also be like that 9 of Wands we talked about, the wounded warrior. Like that's kind of what this energy here is. This is, you know, like laying it kind of out on the table, man. You've got boundaries now, but you can be authentic about it. Okay, so the word vulnerability comes from the Latin word vulnerabilis, meaning wounding, and we have been led to believe that being vulnerable opens us up to being wounded. However, most of the time, by blocking our vulnerability and being disconnected from our feelings, we're wounding ourselves. Okay, so how does collective find vulnerability in their power? How do they find power in their vulnerability? Sometimes the first strong emotion we feel can be a secondary emotion that is covering our true vulnerability beneath it. For example, anger can cover sadness and laughter can cover fear. Get to know yourself innately and watch as the fear of vulnerability turns into a feeling of power. So the advice there is to kind of do what I've been doing for the last couple of months, and that is to recognize your emotions. So let's say, for example, you have a really hard to deal with customer, and you can use this as the person in your life that's creating chaos, okay? And look at the emotions that you feel toward that person. Why does that person make me angry? What is it about that person that makes me angry? And then understanding that that thing is just mirroring back to you something that you need to work on yourself. And being vulnerable enough in that to recognize and be able to work on those things. So in order to navigate through this transition, Spirit is asking you to be more authentic in your vulnerability. Share how you feel, why you put these boundaries up. And this will help lead you forward. But be patient. You know, you may want this tower moment to happen tomorrow, and, you know, you may not be ready for this tower to happen yet. You know, there might, with the Eight of Pentacles out there, you probably have some more work that needs to be done. So you may not be ready for the tower yet. You know, so just be patient, because when the tower happens, this transition will be fast, and you'll know it, and you'll act, and you'll do everything right because you're divinely protected. You're connected to source. So this should not be a fearful transition for you. This should be a very beautiful and eye-opening experience that the world will see because of that Six of Wands that came out. All right, collective. That's your reading for today. I love you. Goodbye.